Isn't that all changing now, though?
I mean,
I think there's
more discussions.
There's
so,
some
I mean,
states where I think some of these laws are changing and it's being challenged.
It needs to. I think it's more like it's been challenged. It's been talked about. I don't know how much it's been changed. Yeah, stuff is slowly changing for the better. But I'm saying, this is one of the worst things it has made us. Why basically we've become a police state right now, right? The second thing is the forfeiture, dude. Right, like the forfeiture, like, dude, you can literally, and I'm not saying it doesn't. It happens to some white people, but it doesn't happen to white people as much. But people of color, like African American or Spanish, brown people, they bust them, pull them over, find a joint, and they take their fucking car, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it happens all the fucking time, dude. I mean, probably more in the '90s than it does now. But I mean, dude, and look, think about this, and I know you guys have probably seen this, even down here, right? Okay, so they got a big bus, they get the fucking money, and I'm not saying, I mean, some cops are corrupt, they might put that money in their pocket, you know what I mean? But more times than not, they're not putting the money in their pocket. Sometimes they are, but more times than not, they're not. But all that money is going to their department. And then you see, like, the head of the department, the fucking sheriff, is driving this big fucking GMC fucking Yukon fucking Denali all fucking loaded out like $150,000 fucking car as his company car. Because they use the forfeiture proceeds, the drug money, to do that. So I'm saying, if that's not corrupt, dude, I mean, that's fucking corrupt on its face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that dude is driving around that car. That's his car. Why does the sheriff have to drive around a fucking 100? And I'm sure you guys have seen it down here, because this is kind of like some country boy shit. I see it up in Missouri. Like up in Missouri, like some of the police departments or the sheriffs, they have like these big fucking 4-wheel drive fucking police trucks, dude. Like outrageous, like some shit you would see on fucking Monster Truck.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they drive and they got all their flags and it says fucking St. Charles County Police.
Right.
And I know you see that shit down in Florida, because it's some country boy shit down here too.
Yeah.
Right? Dude, that is outrageous. Where do you think they get that money? The taxpayers didn't give them that fucking money.
So you're saying that the money that they seize in these drug operations, whether they raid a house or somewhere like that, they keep that to buy trucks?
They keep it for their department to buy whatever they need.
So the department gets to keep that money?
Yeah, they keep
really?
that money. Yeah, whoever seizes it, like even if the feds are involved, that money goes back to the local agency. The feds might take a percentage, but the feds don't need money. The feds fucking print money. Dude.
They got the money.
Right.
The feds print fucking money. They don't fucking need no money. So look, all right, so those two things. So you got qualified immunity and you got forfeiture. And then the third thing, so you got basically law enforcement in this country. They can do whatever they want to do and get away with it. They fucking basically go after fucking drug dealers just to get money. You know what I'm saying? That's like, they don't even care about what's right or wrong or the laws or, what laws are being broken or who's getting fucked over.
Yeah.
They're just going for the money. That's what it's turned into. They're just going for the money because of the forfeiture laws. And the third thing that has turned our law enforcement in this country to this big, bloated fucking entity that's fucking feeds on itself and is as evil as fuck, right? The third thing is the fucking informants. Because look, these dudes are detectives. Like, you got detectives like in law enforcement or agents or investigators. They don't investigate nothing, dude. All they do is threaten people with time, and people tell them whatever they want to hear. They don't investigate. So they have no investigative skills. They're not fucking detectives. They can't figure fucking nothing out. The only type of bus they want is a bus that gets them money for their department. And they have no accountability, because, if they arrest you and you say, man, fuck you, pig, they can punch you in your fucking face and bust your fucking teeth out.
Yeah.
And say whatever, and they don't have no criminal case. They don't have nothing. Nothing happens to them. A lot of times they don't even get suspended. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we're at the point where we are right now, with law enforcement. And look, I'm going to break this down for you even further. All right, see, look, we're all fucking white. right? So a lot of the cops are white. So, you know, sometimes, I mean, they could be an asshole to us, but sometimes they can look at us too and be like, oh, you know, he kind of looks like my cousin or my brother or my family member, right? So they might be a little bit more lax with us. You know what I'm saying? But but they still, I'm not saying they beat the shit out of fucking white people. You know, if you get lippy with them, they'll beat the fuck out of you. They don't give a fuck. You know, they can't do nothing. But think about like the black and brown people, dude. Like, they don't give a fuck. They treat those motherfuckers like subhuman and get away with it every fucking day.
Well, I mean, you see it way more nowadays because of the internet and social media. And I'm sure, you know, cops definitely got away with it way more in the 70s and the 80s and the early 90s. But with like the way things are changing now, the tables have kind of turned. Now, if you're a cop and you're a piece of shit, it's easier for you to be exposed.
No, true.
And you know, I mean, think of like who would want to be a cop? Who would want to be a person who has to go into these places and have to be constantly worried about your own life? You know, just imagine like pulling over a car at night and ask them to roll down the window. I mean, the amount of cops that get shot. I mean, you're worried about your own life. I don't think.
I mean, I can see that to a certain extent, but I don't think it's. I mean, basically, man, people are people.
Yeah.
If you treat somebody like a person and give them respect, you know, because dude, I've been around cops, prison guards, everything. You know, if they treat you all right, you know, you treat them all right. Whatever, you got to do your job. You know, I got to do my job, especially if you're a criminal. But I mean, I could say some of it. I mean, everything in life goes both ways. But look, I'm gonna throw something else at you, and this is what law enforcement does. All right, if you're law enforcement, and think, most people when they do their job, they just want to do the easiest job possible, right? So if you're in law enforcement, right, who would you rather go bust? Unless you're like some gung-ho fucking super marine cop, and they're all those type of dudes. There's those type of dudes, but you know they're like, you know, 1 out of 100. But who would you rather go bust? Would you rather go bust the fucking meth fucking addicts or cocaine fucking cartel members with fucking machine guns and shit? Or would you rather go bust the fucking kid smoking marijuana or the fucking nonviolent marijuana dealer? Look, you know, what are most arrests for fucking drugs in our country every year, dude? And still now, and it's legal in half the states. Marijuana is still the number one. Marijuana has been their biggest cash cow, dude. Look, at one time,
is marijuana still the number one?
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, the
number one thing people are arrested for in the U.S.
Yeah, they don't want to let it go, man. They don't want to let it go. I mean, it is changing, but we're in this process now. Like, it might take another 5 to 10 years, dude. I mean, people are still catching cases for fucking weed, dude. It's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're not getting the same severe punishments.
Yeah.
You know, but it's still fucking insane, and especially, you know, if you're fucking
black
or brown.